Use your VA loan twice. Use your VA loan to not pay any property taxes, or use your VA loan to buy 2 to 4 units, all with 0% down. You guys, one of my clients went from 0 doors to 18 doors in less than 10 years. Now, I don't know if that sounds like a lot, doesn't sound like a lot to you, but that's not bad with this amazing loan product. So today we are going to talk about in great detail on how you could do the same, access and build your real estate portfolio, or to just access home ownership. So you guys, by all means, if you find value in this video, please hit the subscribe button, share this video with a friend, especially our veterans, so we can help them. And you know what? Wait a minute. Let's talk about the elephant in the room right now. You guys see that my hair is different. It is curly. I never change up my hair. I am definitely a creature of habit. If you see all my videos, if you see me in real life, you always see me with the same hairstyle. And you guys, I'm just like, the end of the summer, you know, no flat irons and just whatever. So I hope you guys like it. I am feeling cute, and if you don't like it, go to hell. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into what you really came here for. So the first thing we want to talk about is, what is a VA loan and who is it for? So first, who? All branches of the military, active servicemen, as well as veterans, as well as survived spouses of veterans. Now, the VA loan was designed to help ease access to home ownership for those who fight for our country, which rightfully so. And they ease it in such a way, does that make sense? Ease it? They make it so easy to where the loan itself is one of the easiest loans as a lender, and it is one of the easiest loans as a borrower. And I have to add how much of an amazing loan product it is, because oftentimes people do ask me, they say, April, do you know how to do a VA loan? Can you do VA loans? You guys, VA loans is like the Wild Wild West almost. For example, you guys know how FHA loans, you know, we say we go down to a 580 credit score. There are no credit score requirements on VA loans. Now, hold on. Let me just say, you got to bring sand to the beach. So that doesn't mean you should come with a trash credit score. But it doesn't mean that you can't get a mortgage with less than par credit. You get me? And so before we get into how you can get a VA loan, let's first talk about the benefits. So the number one benefit that I love, I think is one of the best benefits, is that VA loans, if you are a disabled veteran, you can be exempt from property taxes. So for example, in New Jersey, property taxes can be $24,000 per year. Another benefit that I love is, if you are a disabled veteran, you are exempt from the funding fee. So the funding fee is a requirement that is established by the VA itself, so it is not lender specific. The funding fee is typically about 2% per loan. So for example, if you are doing a $600,000 loan, that is $12,000 less that you have to come to the table with. Another benefit is the 0% down payment. Now, I'm sure you guys are aware of this just from common knowledge or social media, etc. But whether you buy a 1 unit or a 4 unit home, it is 0 down. Now, let me add that you will be responsible for closing costs or things such as title, appraisal, property taxes, etc. Closing costs are typically 3 to 5% of the purchase price, and if you would like a breakdown of closing costs in full detail, you may want to check out this video where I explain it here. Now, the VA loan is a little different from the FHA loan, the whole house hacking thing. And this is where so many people get it wrong, and most specifically, I'm talking about lenders. House hacking with the VA loan goes something like this. You are buying a 4 unit home, and now, depending on who you're partnering with, they will tell you, nope, you can't house hack with a VA loan because you don't have prior management experience. You guys, I get so many clients just from people not understanding this guideline. If you are purchasing a 2 to 4 unit and you have not had landlord experience, we will require you to hire a property management company to manage your rental units. Now, to me, that is not a deal breaker. And let me add, the prior management experience, of course, is not a lender-specific guideline. Because like I said, if you're going to use the VA loan to house hack or to build your portfolio and to gain cash flow, the extra money to hire a property management company is really just, what's that saying? A drop in a bucket. Now, let's say you're buying your new primary 2 to 4 unit and you've had landlord experience, which does exist because Gen Z are ahead of the game. I see you guys. You guys are landlords before you are homeowners. I see you. If you've had landlord experience, then you will not have to hire a property management company to manage your rental units. Please keep in mind that you will have to fulfill the requirement of living in one of the units because VA loans are for primary homes only. So let's move on to the next point, which is mortgage insurance. You guys, VA loans do not require mortgage insurance, which anytime you put less than a 20% down payment, you are required to pay a monthly mortgage insurance premium. On conventional loan and FHA loans, VA loans, you pay nada, which means that can be a cost savings of $200, $300, $400 every single month. You do not have to pay with a VA loan. A couple other benefits of the VA loan are competitive interest rates. So the mortgage rates on VA loans are always better than FHA and conventional rates. Why? Because the VA insures VA loans. So basically what that means is if you were to default on your VA loan, the VA will absorb the loss versus the lender. So because it is insured, the lender can offer more favorable terms. And a couple other benefits are there are no prepayment penalties on VA loans, as well as VA loans can be assumable. Assumable loans are when you, the seller, are acting like the bank to a buyer. And so last but not least are the flexible credit requirements. So as I mentioned earlier, that there are no credit score requirements, and you guys, there are no DTI requirements. If a lender tells you that you need X DTI back in percentage, they don't know what they're talking about. There are no DTI requirements spelled out in the guidelines. However, you will need to fit some type of financial profile. Does this person have stable income? Does this person have okay credit? Does this person have a couple of dollars in the bank? So make sure you partner with the lender to see if you can qualify. So now we need to talk about how can we get you qualified for this VA loan. So the first thing you're going to want to do is to pull your certificate of eligibility. This is a form that is issued by the Department of VA. Now, you can either pull your COE by yourself through your e-benefits portal on the VA site, or you can work with an amazing lender like moi, and my team and I will pull it on the back end easily for you because we have access to this information. On your COE is going to be spelled out your entitlement. Now, entitlement is just another way of saying how much will the VA insure your loan, aka how much home can I buy with 0% down payment? That is what you care about. Entitlement is broken down in either full entitlement or you have partial entitlement. So if you have full entitlement, that means you have never used your VA loan before, or that means you may have used your VA loan, but you sold that house, and so you have full entitlement. If you have full entitlement, changes were made to this program back in 2020 to say full entitlement means there are no restrictions on your loan amount, aka loan limits don't matter, which we're going to get into because I'm sure you've heard of it, aka nothing matters. You can get a $1.5 million loan if you qualify based on your lender's requirements. And now partial entitlement means that you are currently in a VA loan, or one of your properties that you still have, maybe it's a rental property where you use a VA loan, but now it's in a conventional loan. We still need to account for the entitlement used on that property and the entitlement used on your current property. And so for this partial entitlement, we need to account for the entitlement that you use, as well as your bonus entitlement, aka your county loan limits. And so I know this is a lot of information, which is why I have this scenario snapshot that I'm about to share with you guys. So for the scenario, let's pretend that you purchased a $305,000 home with your VA loan maybe a couple years ago, and you are ready to rent that house out, and you are ready to move up and buy another one. So for whatever reason, the VA counts entitlement in multiples of 4. So that $305,000 loan that you've had means you use $76,250 in entitlement. And so then step 2 is, what are the county limits for where you want to purchase? So for example, Bergen County in New Jersey, the loan limit is $1.089 million. Then step 3, we are going to calculate bonus entitlement. So the multiples of 4, 1/4 of 1.089 million is 272,000. Then you say, April, you know what? I've been eyeing a couple properties that are $700,000. So step 5, we're going to take that bonus entitlement, subtract the entitlement that you've already used, because remember, you don't want to get rid of the VA loan. You don't want to get rid of the house that you currently live in. You want to rent that out. That's how you're going to build your portfolio. So just leave that be. Don't sell that house. So then we're going to say, okay, we're just keeping that house. So we're going to subtract the entitlement that we used on our departing residence. That leaves us with $196,000 in remaining entitlement. And then step 6, we take that $196,000 in remaining entitlement times 4, because, you know, the whole 25% or the multiples of 4 thing that the VA uses. We take that remaining entitlement times 4. That gives us $784,000 in entitlement. AKA, this is the max loan amount you can do with 0% down payment. And so if you guys would like me to share a scenario on if you exceed the amount of entitlement that you are able to use, by all means, if you found value in this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share it with a friend. Till our next video, peace.